No, it's not that. I don't want to pay for this file, this program.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, it's all right. So, episode 2. Yay!
Yay!
If we've learned anything about podcasting, it's this. Step 1, buy everything you need for podcasting. Step 2, find a partner to talk to.
Hi.
Because by yourself is boring. All right. Step 3, find something to talk about, which is us and nothing.
And absolutely nothing, yes.
Step 4, make sure you record it at an audible level.
Yeah, we didn't do step 4 last time.
That's all right. Whatever. But I think we're good now, at least for the time being. So I will monitor the levels as we go. All right. So, your week. What have you done?
What have I done? I semi-finished a video game.
Did you?
I did. I finished a TV show that was really good.
We're not going to talk about the video game? You
Oh,
semi-finished it. Let's talk about it.
So, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yeah, it was good. You helped play most of it for me. Not even gonna lie about that. But it was really good. I like those like fantasy games. They're kind of for kids, kind of not because it's ridiculously hard. But it's nice. I like it. It's not super violent. There's no blood when villains go away. It just kind of like magically disappears.
They turn into a purple goo and splash everywhere.
Kind of. Some of them just like turn into like wispies of purple.
That's their purple goo blood.
It's not
splashing everywhere.
Okay, well, it's goo blood, but it's not like actual blood. It's not like playing like Grand Theft Auto or Mortal Kombat where the blood is like everywhere. It's more fanciful.
And how are those run levels?
Oh, God. Run levels are horrific. They were horrific in old video games, too. Like, we were talking about Aladdin, where you had to ride the magic carpet away from the lava on Sega. And, like, those run levels are always terrible. Crash Bandicoot had run levels, too, where you had to start somewhere and, like, run really quickly before the boulder crushed you. God.
But anyway, so
run levels.
You had Game Genie, and Game Genie helped you win the game.
Not with Crash Bandicoot.
I'm talking about for Ori.
Yeah, you were my Game Genie.
There you go. You're welcome.
Magical Game Genie, a.k.a. here, take the controller, play this part for me. I can't do it.
And then I threw it in the air and hit you in the shoulder.
Yeah, and then you get mad because you start losing the run level and then start throwing things or hitting things or grunting or cursing.
Look, if you don't play a video game like that, are you really ever truly playing a video game? You have to get so worked up that you want to punch a hole in the wall. Otherwise, don't play it.
I don't do that.
No, you hand me the controller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I put the controller down and I'm like, I need to take a break because I'm getting really angry.
Okay.
You, on the other hand, just get really angry.
Yeah, that's how we do it. That's why I'm able to beat the game. All right. So what else? What else you do this week? Or we did this week?
We finished Justified.
We did.
Glorious, glorious TV show.
So you got your computer open. Okay, you're looking at the same outline. That's cheating. All right, go ahead.
Glorious, glorious show. I like it. It's very enthralling to watch. Like, you just get sucked into the story. And Walter Goggins is a dreamboat.
So I was watching an interview. I don't think I told you this. I don't think you were watching it. So I love Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins.
Not Walter. Walter would be normal.
Walter would be normal.
Walton.
It's Walton Goggins, yes.
Goggins. So he was on Conan, because you know I watch Conan.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with Walton and Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
So I watch interviews with them all the time. And he was on Conan, and they were talking about how when he was younger, he clogged. So they would call him Walton Cloggin Goggins. And then Conan, of course, I think interluded and was like, what if he was blogging too? So you'd have a blogging, clogging, goggin. And I found that enjoyable.
Oh, that's so good. I mean, with a name like Walton Goggins, you really can't not do something like that.
And that's why our firstborn will be Walton Goggins.
No, they won't. But I do
Boy
love,
or a girl.
I do love Walton Goggins. He's just, and now I'm seeing him in all these other TV shows like Big Bang Theory. He did an episode, and he was on Community for an episode, and now I'm obsessed with him. And
He's all over the place.
and I can't stop watching him because he's just like,
He's amazing.
I don't know what it is. It's just something about him is just so.
Great. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't watched it, what was the show back in the day where everyone was like, "You gotta watch this"? It was at The Wire. That was the joke.
Wire.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, don't watch The Wire because I watched part of it.
I like The Wire.
It's terrible. Anyway, Justified is amazing. Now, maybe that's because I wear cowboy boots, cowboy hat, everything else, but it's not really a Western. It's just the Marshal Service, and they're down in Kentucky. That's about it.
Yeah, it's just about like
It's
a law enforcement agent who wears a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and
But it's like not really a Western. It's just him down there doing
yeah, it centers around a western town though,
Cop stuff.
Harlan, Kentucky.
Okay.
So I mean, it is kind of western-ish in the sense that there's a cowboy-ish figure who wields a gun and shoots people justifiably. That's why it's called Justified.
Yeah, I think they go over that in the first episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else you got?
Right. Just playing around with Bitmojis and Google Drive and things of that nature, but that's about it. I like Bitmojis. They're fun.
Was that the little
That's the little
the characters?
Avatars that you create of yourself for Snapchat.
You don't use it in Snapchat though.
Yeah, you could do it.
What,
Yeah.
like in talking, in conversation? Because I haven't
No,
seen.
not
You
in-
never sent me anything with
Yeah, I never sent you
No.
anything with
Mm-mm.
my Bitmoji.
Nope,
I send my Bitmoji everywhere. Like
just not to me.
there's all these little little pictures with them where they're saying stuff like
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. When you're chatting with somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
yeah.
no, it's not
Yeah,
even in a
'cause
chat. You
mine-
could add it to
mine's-
pictures.
Mine still has a beard, and a shirt that says Thug Life.
R.I.P.
Appropriate.
R.I.P. beard.
Yeah.
R.I.P. beard. But yeah, no, that's about it. That was my life.
Okay.
Last
So, you got paint for the bedroom.
I did. I got a nice
So-
little jade tinge color for the bedroom. It's greenish, like a pastel-y green. That was nice. I also have been playing around with makeup because I have the time.
Okay. Well,
Practicing eyeliner is hard because liquid liner sucks, but it
You-
looks really cool.
you did just spend like what, $150 on makeup.
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but
Okay.
not too much more.
$250. That'll come into use later for our conversation. So $250, yeah, for makeup.
Yeah, let's say
Which is fine.
250 for makeup. But nothing crazy. Like I didn't I got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of makeup before. So I just got more stuff. Some of it is Harry Potter themed.
For extra money.
It was a little bit extra, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, your wands your makeup brushes that literally just say I don't.
Deathly
There you go.
Hallows, and then each of them are a Deathly Hallow. The cloak, the stone, the wand.
But none of them. The only thing you would be able to tell that they're Harry Potter is the words on it.
Yes, but the handles are really cool too because it's got like the black swirls and it's clear. They're good brushes. They're also good makeup brushes.
Okay, way to yell into the microphone. Anyway, so okay. So we finished Justified.
What about you?
Well, we got a lot of stuff to do at the house because we got to get the office back together. We got to finish the guest bedroom, paint the guest bedroom, then get the office back together so I can get the garage back. But then we also need to paint the kitchen at some
Mhm.
point and everything else because we still have that.
I did buy paint samples for the kitchen. Like
Okay.
I brought like a book of yellow.
I saw the
Since we won.
the book of purple.
There's a book of purple and a book of yellow. The purple's for the living room.
Right. Okay. So what did I do this week? Got a new toy, an old toy, the Bulkhead from the animated series from Farpoint. It's a toy shop in Jersey. They were closed for COVID just like everyone else, and then they had some issues with their shop where they got this crazy electrical blowback that caused smoke damage and some fire damage or whatever into their place. So they've been doing online, not even auctions, they just claim sales. What else? We got someone offered to write us a theme song for this.
Yes, they did. Your friend.
Yeah, I don't know if we need music. I mean,
think
I
a
want to hear
theme
it.
song
I
would be
think
good. Let him write it.
I want him to write like a few of them, and then we'll just play them on here. And
Yeah.
I don't know when we'll use it, but
Use it in
it'd
the
be nice.
beginning.
Yeah.
Play it
We'll
in the
see.
beginning every time. I think it would be cool.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what he comes up with. What kind of music would you like?
Would I want something like barbershop quartet-y.
No.
Oh,
No.
come
First
on.
of all, it's going to be just guitar,
Oh, okay.
so that
Rules out
erases yours.
barbershop quartet.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. I'll talk to him. More importantly, so 2 months ago, so in November, I bought a new truck. And if you know me, I like to mess with my vehicles. I've had this for since November, many months, and all I've really done to it was put some stickers on it. But I bought a bull bar, a push bar for the front 2 months ago, as of today, 2 months ago. Well, as you know, they sent the bar, and it was supposed to come with brackets for it. There were no brackets in it when it came. I contact them. They were like, "Hey, well, we need you to take pictures of the box and check the box to make sure, one, it didn't fall out during shipping, that you didn't tamper with it, that I don't know." It just they made it seem like I was gypping them when they sold me something that I can't attach to my truck. I'm like, I did all that, jumped through their hoops. They say, okay, we'll contact the company, which is DZ. I'm throwing all these names out because at this moment, they suck ass. So they contacted them. They said, oh, well, these, mind you, the truck is a 2019, brand new. It's the Ford Ranger. They just came out. So they're like, oh, well, it's on back order, kinda. We had some, but we sold out. So now they make them to order, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why you would make brackets to order? You make them all ahead of time and then sell them. So they said that, and then they say, well, no, it's still on back order. And then a couple days ago, they email and be like, oh, well, these parts aren't on back order anymore. I'm like, great. Here's your options. You can either, well, no, the header of the email was options for your product. So I open it, I'm like, great, I got options. They can say, would you like to cancel and get a refund because your part is now, what is the word? Discontinued. That's an easy word to remember, but I'm angry about this, so I'm not going to remember anything. They said it was discontinued. How is a part for a truck that just came out discontinued? What that?
They just don't have it, and they don't want to make it. Let's be real here.
I found it on eBay for $400. Now, a bracket shouldn't cost $400. I was paying $100 for it for a $500 bar. Now, why? I don't.
Explain to the people why you need a bracket.
You need a bracket. Well, you got a bull bar, so it's a push bar for the front of your truck, and then the bracket connects the bar to the steel frame of your truck.
So you can't put it on the truck without the bracket.
Yes. So I got this $500 thing, this big $500 paperweight sitting in my garage, and I can't use it. And they're going to give me a refund for it. So I'm like, great. You're giving me a refund for it. Email them back. I also need you to decide what's going on with the bull bar, the push bar I bought, because I can't use it now. They email me back, and they're like, yeah, we're going to give you a refund for the bracket. And okay, you said that. So I emailed him again, and I was like, all right, this is the second email. You haven't said anything about this push bar. I've commented, I've emailed you back. The first thing I always say is, what about the push bar? You're giving me a refund for this bracket. Push bar. What are we doing about it? I don't want it because I can't use it. Give me money. Like what the hell am I going to do with it? Email me back today. Thank you for reaching out to us. We received your comment and we are processing your refund for the bracket. End email. That's when I lost my shit. I start to jump up, start yelling, freaking out, all this other stuff. Call customer service on hold for 45 minutes without talking to anybody. So I'm pissed. I get on my computer. I was like, fuck this. We're going to just do it through PayPal. I bought it through PayPal. They're not responding to me. I'm just going to put a claim in and be like, they'll figure it out because once they screwed with my money. Once I screw with their money, they're going to figure something out. So I go on to the webpage on my computer, but I was like, you know what? Let me go to Car ID. They have a live chat because they won't let me return it. There's no button on there for me to return it. It sends me to another page. So I click on it for the live chat, and I wait there for 5 minutes or whatever because the bot hasn't said hello yet. The bot comes to life. Hi, I'm whoever I am. How can I help you? Sent them the information. They were like, hold on. 15 minutes later, nothing. Close out. All right. PayPal, get on there. Now, they must have this problem with everything they do because I put in the file for claim, and on PayPal, it just pops up. Oh, so did you try contacting us? Because if you have and you can't get through, please don't report us. Call this number. It's our VIP customer hotline. Like, I've called your other number 5 times, and I've been on hold any amount of time.
Have this number that actually works because our other number doesn't work. Have this special number because now you're actually going to take our money away from us, and we don't want that. Here's this special number you can use.
Ridiculous. So I call them. I'm on hold for 5 minutes, whatever. In all, I've wasted hours of my life dealing with this shit. So they call me. I call them. That's fine. She was talking to me, and she said that she's got to contact the company DZ. Everything should be fine. They're going to refund me the money. They refund the shipping because the shipping was like $60. All this other stuff. They're going to refund all that, but they need to email the company because they tried to call them and it was an answering machine. Surprise, surprise! No one wants to answer their goddamn phone. So she says, I'll know by Friday or Saturday. The problem is the bumper isn't supposed to be returned. It's got to be returned in a 30-day window. Mind you, it's 2 months as of today. So she was like, we'll see. So if I don't know anything by Monday or Friday, I'm just going to keep going through with PayPal and let the cards land where they may. Because I'm done. I don't even want, I don't want the truck no more. It's just annoying me.
You don't want the truck?
Yeah, just because of the bumper.
Okay, you still want the truck. The truck has been immensely helpful.
Give me back the Kia.
No, we like
I'm going to drive down to West Virginia and pick it up from somebody.
The truck is the reason we have a new drywall. The truck is the reason I got a desk so quickly. We can keep the truck. We can keep the truck.
I don't know.
It's the reason one of our friends has a mattress at their house.
Whatever.
We can keep the truck.
Whatever. All right. I think that's it for this week, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, anything you want to talk about? You want to talk about how since this is a new podcast and mostly our friends. I don't know if anyone else is listening to this. If you want to talk about how your Corona thing's been going.
Oh, well.
You've been losing your mind.
I am a social being. I need people. I like people. I like human interaction. And being stuck in a house consistently is not great for my mental state. Being afraid that I'm going to get people sick has not been good for my mental state. Let's just say Corona has not been a vacation for me. I don't like it. This is not my Jimmy Jam, as it were. Just kind of stressed because I mean, if you're a social person, you want to leave, you want to go places. Especially me, I need distractions to stop myself from overthinking. I tend to my brain gets away with me when I just sit still for too long of a period of time, and so it's just not great. Even when I'm home, if I'm home by myself at night, I usually will like go to the store or ask somebody if they want to go to dinner or go out to a bookstore or things like that. And generally just like the corona virus has just mentally drained me. Even if I'm at a store, I just feel the anxiety of being around other people that I don't know and where they've been and things like that. Even though I'm not expressly scared of getting sick, it gives me just general anxiety.
Meanwhile, I'm the other side where I don't want to be outside. I don't want to deal with you. I deal enough with people. I don't want to see you. I have a couple close friends. They can still come over, but I hate everybody. That's just the way of the world.
This is much more built to a person of your speed than mine.
But I don't get to stay home.
No.
I have to go in this shit and deal with people the whole time. So.
I, on the other hand, work from home.
Must be nice.
You know, if the roles...
We'll trade. We can trade.
If the roles could be reversed, I would, but unfortunately, I can't do your job and you can't do mine. So...
Challenge accepted.
No.
Do it.
No challenge.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
All right. So, I've learned a couple things from podcasting. We already went through the steps. You have all that good stuff. Sound is important. All right. So, there are a few people who listen to this and that have podcasts or things like that. And they know, but the regular listeners might not know. Sound is very important to podcasting. It's almost like if there is no sound, there is no podcast.
I know, such a thing that only the experts would know.
Right? So, anyway, editing this or whatever, I hate the program that we use to record and everything. I'm going to have to just pay for it because I'm used to using like the Adobe products that you pay a lot of money for on Macs and on. I'm using Windows, and I mean I could still buy it for that, but I got to find a better program because you try to like move the cursor there to edit out a sound, and it starts at the beginning. So I was frustrated. How long did? Well, first of all, I hate. Okay, so if you do a podcast, you shouldn't have to listen to it again. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to listen to it. I'm listening to it right now.
You're
it's kind of like
the content. You should preview the content before you release it.
So if I record for 3 hours, I got to listen to 3 hours of it? No, I don't want to listen to me. No one wants to listen to me, let alone me. So you should be doing this.
If you want to record a podcast, you have to
take
the responsibility.
Wait, why is what are you supposed to be doing? What I record it. I buy the equipment. I set up the equipment. I make sure the sound is audible. I have no idea how well this is going to go, so we'll see. But now I have to do all this other stuff. I come up with the outlines. I come up with everything we're talking about. I think you
are better
should listen to this crap.
You're better at the editing part, though. So that's your responsibility because you're better at it.
Yeah, whatever.
You're just so good at editing and all those things that
I've had so much problem with this.
I would just pale in comparison.
You are pale. But between editing it, going on Podbean, making sure the RSS feeds, because I know all about that stuff, that's working. It's just, it's annoying. Hopefully this one will go easier, but we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see. Anyway, so we have we uploaded our first YouTube video, first YouTube video, and it's got 28 views.
Woo!
So we got
I'm pretty sure 5 or 6 of those are mine.
I'm sure most of them are yours.
Mhm.
Anyway, so and we got some subscribers. Of course, they're all our friends. So of course
Mhm.
they're like, we'll do a pity thing because
Thank
it's
you,
not like it's
friends.
not like our the reviews are blowing people away. But that's fine. That's the point of it. We haven't got any negative comments, which I'm shocked about.
That is good.
I did post it to a couple nerd groups I'm on, and some way, somehow, it just disappeared off the page. I'm not saying that they deleted it, but I'm not saying they didn't delete it.
I'm pretty sure that it's not approved content on their pages
Why? Because it's trash?
because
Yeah,
it's trash.
whatever.
But it's not. It's good. It's like comedic. It's not supposed
the
to be
point.
serious. It's supposed to be.
I don't
like
think
a
people are going
fun
to get it.
toy review.
And I don't think people are going to get it, and
I think.
I kind of hope that they don't.
I think in those groups, it's taken a lot more seriously than I'm treating it. And
People take everything too seriously.
And I understand why they wouldn't enjoy it as much because they want more serious content. And
Well, they're not getting it from me. And
I understand.
I
They're
feel like I've
definitely
already
not
made
getting-
some enemies.
They're definitely
They're
not
not
getting
enemies,
it from
but-
me. But
Unfriends. That's what I've made. Not friends, but unfriends.
unfriends.
Yeah, you'd have to whatever. So, we talked about statues.
Mm-hmm. Statues that you were
I
looking
want-
into purchasing, perhaps.
I want one statue. I think I want one expensive piece. I have lots of expensive pieces in the kid cave, but I feel like I need something really expensive that doesn't have moving parts that can break. So a statue would make sense. Now, mind you, statues aren't cheap. And the one I like is far from the cheapest.
And please inform them as to the size of the statue that you're looking to procure.
I didn't actually look at the dimensions, but I saw it next to somebody, and it's probably close to 3 to 4 foot tall. So,
So more than half my height.
yeah, what's wrong with that? It's a good conversation piece. You walk down into the kid cave, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is that thing? Like, that's my new statue. Say hi. And then it says hi, and then people run. So, all right. So the list of things, and we're going to make a decision right here, right now. So we'll start with the huge one. So it's if you don't know Venom and then Deadpool, there was this video game, not even a video game. It's a phone app, Contest of Champions or whatever. So they combined the two and had Venom Pool, and I was 40 inches tall. I just opened the page. So we have him, who's 40 inches tall. He's $2,500. That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
That is pretty bad.
That's not that bad.
Okay, that bad is relative. Continue.
Okay, so then we have Hot Toys, which I own 2 of, and I feel like last time we talked, I said I probably wasn't going to buy any more. But it's a hot pool. It's a hot pool version of the toy. So it's Venom Pool, and he's $405.
Okay. More reasonable.
And he's movable, and he'll look good in the case, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
More
So-
reasonable.
Then we'll move to the Taskmaster one. And if you guys don't know who any of these characters are, I'm sorry. You got to look it up. Just go to Sideshow Collectibles and Google them. You'll be fine. So you have Taskmaster, and I don't even know who Taskmaster is.
I know that he's a Deadpool villain.
Well, I think he's an Avengers villain. I think Deadpool just took him. I don't know, but he's the guy with the white cape.
I've seen him before, yes.
But then I can get the Venom Pool Build-A-Figure wave, which I don't have up. Build-A-Figure wave, which is just a regular figure, but I get a bunch of other figures with it for $135.
That is
But he's
reasonable.
not that as impressive.
Of course he's not that impressive. He's not $2,500.
And last, and maybe my favorite,
But most certainly not least or smallest.
life-size Venom bust. Fully detailed, tongue all over the place, freaking saliva dripping off his teeth, everything. I feel if you've seen, I've taken pictures right before we record and everything of the desk and everything. So right now I have the Batmobile, the Lego Batmobile sitting on the corner. But I could put Venom there.
You wouldn't be able to see anything behind him if you put him there. Like the bookcases, the glass case, nothing's going to be visible behind him. So you're going to take away
You got to walk around.
that prime real estate and this wonderful view you have.
I will put the toys. So if I'm looking straight on, I will make sure the toys are moved to the side behind him. So if you walk around him, you're just going to see a Venom-sized shaped hole on my shelf.
That's a waste of space.
No, well, if we go back to moving the TV, we'll be just fine.
Okay, listen.
I'm listening. What we got?
How much is that bust?
I just closed the page. Guess. Let's play a guessing game. You're looking at did you just say it on the computer?
No.
Okay, guess. Let's play a guessing game. Life-size Venom bust. What would you pay for a life-size portrait of your favorite anything?
My favorite anything?
Yes.
A life-size portrait? Like
a bust.
A bust?
Of, let's say, RBG.
Ooh. A life-size bust of RBG. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's my gal.
Okay. Well, what are we talking here? What's the price you would pay on that? I like this game.
I wouldn't pay for that. Let's
come
start
on,
there.
you're not playing the game.
But if I had to guess a price, $2,500.
Well, it's cheaper. So does that mean I can get it?
No.
It can ship tomorrow too. It's not a pre-order. Okay, I've bought a lot of things and everything's on pre-order. This one thing is not on pre-order, so I feel like I should be able to get it.
No.
Why?
How much is it?
I deserve nice things. I had trauma, all right, today. I had trauma dealing with these goddamn distributors of my truck products. I need
How much?
a toy.
How much?
$1,200. It's half. It's half, but it's full size.
I'm not making that decision. I'm not making that decision for you right now.
And I could only imagine, no, I can only hope, because it's not going to happen, that they'll just sell the rest of it piece by piece so I can have a life-size Venom. They're not going to do that. That would be awesome.
That's not going to happen.
Sideshow, get on that, do a Build-A-Figure statue, and it'll be marvelous. I think we have a winner. I will hit.
We can discuss this later.
No, we're discussing it right now, and I'm buying it.
Oh.
Congratulations, me! I get a new thing.
You get new things all the time.
Well, look, the last thing I got didn't have a head. This is only a head. It's a win-win.
Well, the last
I'll put
last
that
head was
on the toy. Done.
The last head was the size of a cherry. This is the size of
A head.
a basketball with a bust attached to it.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's a little large.
It's a win-win.
We'll think about it.
All right. So,
we'll think about it.
I think the next stuff is your questions.
Yes. So my thing was I was thinking about this because we've been playing Villainous.
Yeah, did we talk about that yet?
I think we did. I think we
Okay.
talked about it last week. But that's the game where you play as different villains, and your goal and your thing
Disney
is
villains.
Disney villains in particular, and your goal is to do different things depending on which character you play.
I think the problem with that game is it's only me and you playing it. I think it'd be better if we had more people.
I agree.
Because it's just me against you when you have to have other people, so it works better because you each play. You don't have one game board. Each player has their own game board, and the other player is supposed to stop them from getting their goals.
But I think that's part of the beauty of the game, though. I think it's just as fun with me and you as it would be with 3 different people.
Is it fun with just me and you?
I love it.
Because you were having a blast until I started winning.
I still love it. You know, I still enjoy games even though I lose.
If we've shown nothing from me, it's I hate games.
You don't like playing against
Anything.
anything. You don't.
That's why I get angry when I play video games. And that's why I get angry when I lose regular games. And that's why I don't play games. It's not that I don't like games. I like some games.
You just get frustrated very easily, and you let that frustration take over, and you don't
Here-
have as much fun. I
Here's
like it
no, no,
even
no,
when
no.
I lose.
No, you don't. You got When I played as Pete?
How many times have we played Mario Kart, and how many times have I actually won?
None. But that's that's Mario Kart. That's different. No one that
I still have fun playing.
I would be upset if I lost, maybe, but I
mean,
I don't know.
I get
You get a
kinda-
little, you get angry.
I
No,
get
because you were in
slightly-
second. You'd be like, I was in second place, and now I'm in eighth.
I get slightly upset, but I still have fun playing. I still enjoy the game. I'm still willing to play again and again and again. I don't like losing doesn't deter me from playing.
I still play the game. Villainous, I don't like it. They have the Marvel version that I want to play just for the figures, but I want to paint those anyway.
So, thinking about villains, I want to know who your favorite villain is and why. Like, what are your favorite villains in general? Let's start with let's do it by theme.
Well,
Why don't we start with cartoon? Like, who's your favorite cartoon villain?
I can't do it by theme. I just have a list of bad guys I like,
Okay, go
and
ahead.
most of them are not accomplished anything. It started from that that meme questionnaire thing that I asked you about, and it was something about like create your create your Mount Rushmore of villains.
Mhm.
And the problem with mine is all the villains I like, not all of them, most of the villains I like are idiots. My favorite villains are like Bebop and Rocksteady. What have they accomplished? Nothing. They're terrible.
But why do you like them then?
I don't know. I just like them from the cartoon.
Is
I don't
it
know
the-
why.
Is it the look
Probably
of them?
the look and the way they talked. They was just idiots. I don't know why. Maybe I'm an idiot and I just gravitate towards that. But that's fine. That's what I like. And then that's why I went everywhere looking for a NECA freaking Bebop and Rocksteady, and I found some finally. You got Megatron, but we talked about that last week. Joker, even though I hate DC,
Joker's a great villain.
I like Harley Quinn, but she hasn't accomplished nothing.
I don't think that's true.
She might have
either.
she might have accomplished stuff in the comic books or anything that I don't know about. But all I know her from is the Batman animated series, and she was kind of just like the sidekick, not even a full villain.
You also like Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn as well.
Yes, if that movie was just her and Will Smith, it'd been good.
We still have to watch Birds of Prey.
No,
Yes, we do. But I think that the Joker and Harley Quinn are great villains. I think that their dynamic is good. I think that the concept behind them is really good. I personally also really enjoy the Joker. He is also one of my favorite villains. I just
depends on the Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix, we surprisingly really like.
He wasn't a villain in there. He was just
Yes, he
he
was.
wasn't a villain in it. He was someone who had like a problem.
I mean, it was
That
the
if anything,
backstory.
that was like a comment on the way we treat mental health nowadays.
I agree. It is a visceral attack on mental health, but I think he turns into a villain at the end. Like, and I think that most comic book villains that I've encountered is some kind of allegory for the way the world works. I mean, look at trying to remember.
Clues. Let's play this game. What is she thinking? You gotta say something.
Look at Ronan. Ronan is also one of your
Ronan is amazing. Okay,
Ronan
not
is also
Ronan.
one
for
of
the
your
for the nerds out there, it's not Ronan, Hawkeye Ronan, or other Ronans. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Ronan. One of the most hated, not hated as in like, oh, he's so evil. Like people just did not like that character.
genuinely didn't like that
He was
character.
boring. They said he had no like.
We genuinely liked him.
I don't know what's wrong with.
I
people.
like the actor that played him in the film in the
Yeah.
Marvel films as well. But so we like Ronan, and Ronan is, I think, an allegory for how we treat country like during war and battles, countries that lose. Like that idea of losing creates this villain and this hatred towards another group. I think that's like
Yes.
stereotypical of like a villain story.
I completely agree. Everyone who went to see that movie went to see that movie because of that. They were like, we're going for the allegory about country relations.
I mean,
That's what it is. Country relations.
people don't go to see movies because of that, but like I think that is indicative of villains. Like villains in most villain backstories, there is some deeper reason why that's what makes them good villains. Good villains have a backstory that you could possibly relate to, that you could possibly have like some kind of emotional response that isn't just hatred towards them. I think when villains have that backstory, it makes them better villains. For another example, another great example is Mr. Glass from the series,
The Unbreakable series.
Unbreakable
or whatever.
series, the M. Night Shyamalan movies. He was a great villain as well because
Was he?
has a great. I thought he was a really great.
Okay,
villain.
what he didn't have a great story. He was fragile. And he was fragile, and he wanted to
So he didn't
be
have.
like a super. He wanted to do superhero things or whatever. I don't know. I didn't. I only liked Split. The first movie and the last movie were terrible.
I liked all of those movies. I liked Unbreakable. I liked Split. I liked all of those movies. But I think that his story was good because he was looking for superheroes, and he was looking for people that could possibly be superheroes. And his character had really good development in that he couldn't have a normal childhood. He couldn't play outside. He couldn't do any of those normal things. So he became this evil man that looked for these.
Now, you could look at it two ways. You can be like, oh, he has a good excuse for being evil. Or you could look at it and be like, if you're out there listening and you have something wrong, you had a bad day, someone spit in your salsa, you can go out and be a evil villain now. Congratulations. Here's your excuse. Run the world. Go destroy some stuff. That's what I'm hearing.
I think it has to be a deeper than he just spit in my salsa. I mean, and
You ever
I
have
don't-
someone spit in your salsa?
I'm sure
You
somebody
probably
has
don't
at
even
some
know.
Point. I don't know.
That's why I don't eat salsa.
I love salsa. I don't care. Whatever. Either or way, I don't think that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that for a villain to be a good villain, I think they have to have those integral, sad backstories because I think that that's what makes them better villains. Also, I think
it's a
it shows-
relatable factor.
It's a relatable factor. Also, I think it shows that you can. The line between a hero and a villain is very thin. For example, Spider-Man. His uncle died. He could have
Mhm.
become a villain with a semi-sad backstory, but he became a superhero versus a villain, a hero versus a villain. So I think that is also part of the hero-villain dynamic. I think that in order for a hero or a villain to have those good backstories, they have dramatic pasts, and it shows the volatileness of humanity, that the line between good and evil is very thin, and you can cross one way or the other, even if your pasts are both very poor.
So what you're saying is, if a bad guy, so for Uncle Ben, a bad guy killed him
Mm-hmm.
because of Peter Parker's fault,
Mm-hmm.
and now because a bad guy killed him, he should become evil.
He
No, it just
could.
why?
I don't
It just
think
makes
he
sense. He'd be like,
should.
you should.
I don't think
bad guy killed somebody.
I don't think he should become evil, but I think that the possibility for him to have become evil is there.
Okay. Okay. Well,
So I think that's what makes good villains. So villains such as Ronan and and the Joker and Harley Quinn, all good villains because they have these sad backstories that they could have become good, but they chose to become evil instead. That's what makes them villains.
yeah. Yeah. What makes them villains is them being evil or bad. So yeah, that is the definition of being a villain. Just like being a good guy means you do good.
You choose good, exactly.
That was a long conversation to get nowhere, but thank you.
So wait, so
What?
your villains thus far are
I don't remember.
Ronan,
Bebop Rocksteady,
Bebop, Rocksteady, Joker, Harley Quinn.
Megatron. Oh, that's what I want to
Megatron.
go back to. My favorite villain of all time. Guess, if you can. Give you a hint. He's in this room. I'll give you another guess. You will not find him.
Okay, then just tell me.
Waspinator.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He was terrible.
He was amazing. Waspinator from Beast Wars.
All I remember from the
Perfect.
cartoon is him going, Waspinator will attack.
Yeah.
I remember him talking in the third person all the time. Oh,
Yes,
that
and he
was so
always got
annoying.
blown the fuck up.
It was so annoying.
He was supposed to be killed off like in the first time he died, which was early on. They were supposed to get rid of his character, but everyone loved him so much they just brought him back. It turned into like a Kenny thing from South Park. He just kept dying and dying, and he'd be brought back, and it was beautiful. Love him.
What about Disney? Do you have a favorite Disney villain?
The hyenas. It's not even a full villain.
They're not
The
full
hyenas.
villains.
The hyenas and the two demons from Hercules. Again, see, these aren't even villains.
Pain and Panic.
They're
They're
like
sidekick
they're sidekicks.
villains.
I like evil sidekicks.
They're
right?
the
Because
sidekicks to the main villain.
they're not. That's the thing. They're probably not even evil. They're just following orders.
No, the hyenas weren't evil. They were just stupid. That was like the whole
And
shtick.
and pain and
Pain and Panic also were
Stupid.
just stupid.
I can't even think of any other Disney villains.
So you don't like Hades. You like Pain and Panic.
Yes.
That's so odd, but okay.
I'm trying to think what the Disney movies are behind us, so I can't see them.
I mean, there's
Yeah, start listing off
There-
Disney villains.
there's Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective.
No,
There's Randall from Monsters Inc.
that's
There's
not a villain. That's just a jerk.
There's a person that killed Bambi's mom on Bambi. Was there a villain in Bambi?
I don't even remember Bambi.
I don't think
Guess we're gonna have to rewatch that.
I don't think Bambi had a villain. There's
what's the plot
there's
of?
Shere Khan in the Jungle Book.
I did like Shere Khan.
Well,
No. See, I like the snake in Shere Khan, and in Jungle Book, whatever his name
Kaa.
was. Kaa.
Kaa was the snake.
That was my. Oh,
Well,
and Louis.
The snake was funny. I liked Kaa because he was like a
I didn't like Shere Khan.
character.
I liked Louis, the orangutan. He wasn't really a villain.
Louis wasn't a villain though. He was just like a manipulative character, but he
Yeah.
wasn't meant to be a villain. There's
My-
there's Hans in Frozen. There's
No. I like what was his name? Weaselton, the guy from Weaselton, but it was
Count
Alan.
Wesselton.
So it was Alan Tudyk, so that's why.
That was Alan Tudyk. I mean Scar from The Lion King. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
No, I like the little short guy.
LeFou.
Yeah, him again. I liked him.
Who else?
Yeah, I don't like any of the villains.
Maleficent.
No,
The Evil Queen.
no, I didn't watch any of those. I watched growing up. I watched Little Mermaid, which I hated. Ursula. I liked the little.
The eels.
I like the eels.
I forget the eels' names. They have names.
Well, I don't know 'em, but that's it. I don't like villains. I like the villain sidekicks. That's why I like Bebop and Rocksteady.
I think that is your thing. I don't think you necessarily enjoy evil characters. You just like the sidekicks because the sidekicks are jokesters. I feel like you like the comic relief of the sidekick.
I guess. I don't know. What else you got?
Okay. I mean, you're not going to ask me mine. That's fine. Whatever.
I asked you yours.
Oh, mine?
I thought I did. If I didn't, I apologize. You should have started with yours.
So,
These are my favorite ones. And what are yours?
my favorite ones are
Bambi. Bambi's mom. You don't know. Here, no. No. Don't interrupt. This is important. You don't. How much information do you have on Bambi's mom? What do you know about Bambi's mom?
nothing.
Nothing. Exactly. So, couldn't it be pointed out that Bambi's mom could have been a villain?
I mean, maybe
Let's just say
Bambi was
Bambi.
very upset when his mom died. So I don't think that she was an evil character. By
I
the
don't
way,
see any other Bambi, like little other deer from that mom. Like deer have other babies. Maybe not. They might have one at a time. But where are the other? Like, I'm just saying. Maybe she ate them.
maybe Bambi was her first baby. You don't know.
I don't know, but neither do you. here we go. I'm just stating for the record that we just uncovered that Bambi's mom was the villain. Because you said it yourself. What villains are in Bambi besides the nothingness? So, Bambi's mom is the villain in Bambi.
I don't agree with that. I think that's a stupid statement.
No, it's true. And that's why Patrick Stewart is Bambi's father in Bambi 2. I remember more about Bambi 2 than I remember about
You
Bambi.
liked Bambi 2 better.
Bambi 2 is amazing.
I don't even. I remember Bambi 2 just because Patrick Stewart is his father.
No, what was the line? Thumper said it. I don't remember. He does the stupid voice, and I don't remember. But the hero of Bambi, we all know is Flower.
Yes, Flower is my
Flower
favorite.
is the best.
Flower is my favorite. For those of you that don't remember, Flower is the skunk that blushes. There are memes galore.
I love that one.
A
Every time someone gives
flower.
me a compliment and I don't know what to say, I just
Send the
him
meme of Flower
like
blushing.
shrugging and yeah.
Yes, that is. It is good. It is good. Flotsam and Jetsam are Ursula's eels, by the way.
Yeah, because I knew that.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, so my favorite villains, I'm going to do it by category because...
Well, we already did the first one.
Which one?
Bambi's mom. Go ahead.
Bambi's mom is not
Continue.
a villain in my book.
Mhm.
So Disney-wise, my favorite villain is most certainly Gaston. Gaston is my favorite villain because I like the idea
We need to watch that. We need to,
of rejecting the beautiful man in your town and just like understanding that his looks are the only thing that make him even remotely attractive, and not finding that attractive. I like that as a younger version of myself. I also like that because I think that is an important message for females. I just like the character. I like the music. I like the songs he sings. I like the manipulativeness
some really
of him.
good songs in that. And the live action.
The live action one was
It was great.
great. Amazing.
And I usually hate when they put in new songs.
yeah, and the new
but,
songs in that movie were
I like the one
phenomenal.
a lot. The one where he's just singing as she leaves.
Oh, Evermore.
That's it.
Yeah. It's very good. I like that movie. That's my favorite princess movie. So, I mean, that movie holds a special place in my heart. But I like that villain. He is one of my favorite villains in Disney. Cartoon-wise, cartoon show-wise, my favorite villain would be probably the Joker as well from Batman.
Mark Hamill Joker, which is by far the greatest Joker.
Mark Hamill's Joker is phenomenal. And I mean, you don't like Heath Ledger's Joker as much as I like Heath Ledger's Joker.
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't my Joker. Everyone has a Joker. I didn't like Jared Leto. Most people didn't. I liked Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm blanking on his name, but the Adam West Joker. It's like, I don't know. I like him, but Mark Hamill is by far the best Joker.
Mark Hamill's Joker is the Joker that I have in my head. Like, he's the voice that comes in. When I think of the Joker, I think of Mark Hamill's voice. He is by far my favorite. But apart from that, I think the backstory is very rich and very enticing to watch. I think Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job as Joker. Me and you did not have high hopes for that movie, and we were.
Well, that helped.
Very.
Anytime you go into a movie and you think it's going to be trash, and it was a step above trash,
you're
good.
It was way above trash. It was so good. I loved it. I thought it was such a
as
good
a
movie.
standalone piece. It's not a movie you can go in and be like, oh, this is going to be part of the Batman lore and all. You can't do that. You just watch it as a standalone and know that there isn't going to be a sequel, hopefully, because it's not one of those movies.
It was a great piece of cinema, and I really enjoy Heath Ledger as well. I think Heath Ledger's Joker was very well acted and very well played, and it messed him up, but it also screwed with your head, and I also
whose head? My head.
People's heads.
Well, my problem is not see, his Joker was tainted from the guy
Christian Bale. You don't like Christian Bale's Batman, so
I can't stand his voice. I can't stand him.
Batman.
It's just not good.
I
don't like it.
I mean, I like those movies. I think that they're good.
I was
dark
excited for the
Batman movies.
what's his name to play Joker? Not Joker. Robin. The guy, the short guy.
Mm.
You like him? He did the lip sync challenge battle thing. He's got
Oh,
3
yes,
names.
yes, yes,
Third
yes,
Rock
yes,
from
yes,
the
yes,
Sun.
yes, yes.
That guy.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt playing Robin. Yes, I am also very excited about that.
Well,
I was excited about that.
Okay, because that's not happening.
I
Don't
know.
don't be excited still, because that ship has sailed.
I know.
Now we have we have the Twinkle Batman now.
Robert Pattinson.
Which I mean, I'll give him a shot.
I'll also give him a shot. I mean, I didn't like Twilight for my own purposes. I think
It's not his fault.
That's
he
not-
just
that's not his
he
fault.
took an acting.
He took
job.
an
It's not
acting
like
role
Kristen Stewart. God, that's trash. She is terrible.
I mean, I think that I'll give Robert Pattinson a chance. I mean, I liked him in Harry Potter.
And it's supposed to be like year 1, so it should be good. Like
Mhm.
him, that you haven't seen any of the images or anything.
No.
So there was controversy over it because like he didn't look like Batman. He wasn't like driving around in Batman stuff. He had like a muscle car that he was driving. But it's his first year as Batman. He's not going to have all that stuff yet.
Yeah. I'll give him a fair shot. So definitely Joker and Harley Quinn. I also really like Two-Face from Batman.
I just like him from animated series. I don't like
I
his
like him
character
in-
in anything else.
I like him in
You like the live action
the
one.
live action one as well. I like the character. I like the character. I like the character design. I like the character's backstory. I like the way he flips a coin to decide whether or not you're gonna meet your end.
I used to carry a 50-cent piece with me all the time to decide just from that. And I need to get not a 50-cent piece, but I need to get a custom coin that I can flip and just make decisions. I need this.
That's how you're gonna live your life,
Why not?
based on a coin.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? It makes life so much easier. You don't have the stress. You just go with fate. If
Yeah.
fate says it's going to be tails and you got to do it this way, just go ahead and do it. It would make life so much easier for so many people. Like you stress over everything. Oh, where are we going to eat? What are we going to do? Should I buy this? Should I do that? What about this? How about that? Flip a damn coin. You're good to go.
I don't like leaving life up to a coin.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't make the decision yourself. You stress out about it and then ask me. And I'm like, I always give you the wrong answer. So,
But that's how I know what the right answer is, when you give me the wrong answer. So clearly, Harry Potter villains is definitely Bellatrix Lestrange. She's one of my favorite villains. Also,
is that what's his name's wife?
That is yes, that's
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's wife. Love her. Helena Bonham Carter.
Speaking of that, we need to watch Men in Black, the first one,
Sure. I like that movie.
at some point. Anyway, go ahead. Just random
so-
thoughts.
Bellatrix Lestrange from the movies is one of my favorite. Not necessarily from the books, but definitely from the movies. I just like her character design and her evil look. And I like Gellert Grindelwald in the new Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series.
Who's
He's
is it?
Johnny Depp.
Okay.
First it was Colin Farrell, and then it turned into Johnny Depp.
Okay. You gotta help me out with these because I don't know these people.
Yeah, it's Johnny Depp with the blonde hair.
Yeah, and the different color eye. Got it.
So he is definitely one of my favorite villains. Again, a villain with an interesting backstory, and a villain that is unexpected and very cunning and conniving.
Mhm.
So I really like them. Other villains that I like. I really like anti-heroes too. That's for another time though.
Anti-heroes are villains. How you gonna be an anti-hero? If you do bad things, you're a bad guy.
I mean, but Deadpool.
Deadpool has always been a bad guy. That's what he does. He's a mercenary who, if you give him $1 million, he will kill a baby. All right? That's what he does. The same thing with Taskmaster. They're just mercenaries. Give them money, they do a job. Now, this whole new Deadpool, he's like, oh, he's touchy-feely. He's not going to kill that person. He's got a conscience. He never had one before. He would just go out and kill somebody. Same thing with Venom. Venom is now classified as an anti-hero. If you remember in the comics or the cartoon, he wasn't an anti-hero. He was a villain.
I mean,
He wanted to kill everybody.
Punisher is also an anti-hero.
He's a bad guy. I know. Yeah, whatever. He's a bad guy. He kills people.
I believe in the anti-hero mantra, but like I guess if you want to be so clear cut, guess
It
they're
is.
villains.
There's a strict line. You can't have different shades. It's white or black, no gray.
That's so dull. You need a gray area.
I
But
usually like the people in gray areas, so my argument is
it's
stupid.
true. You
but,
do like
whatever.
you have
I love
a
Deadpool.
very huge thing for anti-heroes. Deadpool,
Yes, I do.
Venom. You like the anti-hero.
But I don't like. I don't like the word anti-hero though, because it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you could say that, but I think it does. I think it's like you are not quite a villain, but you're not a hero. You're an anti-hero. Like, especially
okay,
works for
if
Deadpool.
If you're an anti-hero, that would make you the opposite. If you're anti-Christ, who are you? I'm waiting.
An evil version of Jesus Christ.
No, it's Satan, or the son of Satan, or whatever it is. I don't know about.
Yeah, like the Antichrist has always been like a disciple of Satan.
Yeah. So what's that mean? If you're anti something, you're against it. So if you're anti-hero, you're a bad guy.
I think you're not necessarily a bad guy. You're just against villains,
You
against heroes.
You just had a past, and it made you a certain way.
All right.
Someone spit in your salsa, and now you're all fluffed up about it.
So, yeah. Either or way, those would be my favorite like villains. I think.
Okay.
But I do like villains in general. Villains intrigue me. I think that I like backstories to villains.
You know,
that.
you didn't used to get too many backstories for villains, though. That's new,
No,
which
it's
is
a
good.
new thing, and I like it. I like getting villain backstories. I think it's important in our world to see villain backstories. Okay, so next topic.
All right. You want to? Well, no. The next one was. We might as well carry it in.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about your Disney villains. So your
must
Disney,
watch Disney movies.
This is where you say yours.
Okay, so I'll do mine first.
And I'll just chime in.
Beauty and the Beast. Definitely for princess movies.
Now, which one's your favorite? Live action or cartoon?
Cartoon is still my favorite, but the live action one is phenomenal.
This is where you have me and a certain other listener, Jackie, who is making all kind of comments in their head about the scene at the waterfall, not the waterfall, the town center with the water where she's reading the book and singing.
Yes.
And what was it? Was it a
sheep?
I always thought it was a goat.
It's
but the sheep in the cartoon one comes up and eats a page out of the book.
Yes.
But not in the movie. Not in the live action movie.
No, in the live action movie, it's a little girl that she teaches to read.
And that is why the cartoon will always be better.
Because of the sheep.
The goat. The goat that was really
it's
a sheep. It was a goat.
It's a sheep.
It's a goat.
It's clearly a sheep.
Well,
it's big and fluffy and has no horns. It's clearly a sheep.
Look, he's going through some stuff, all right? Someone cut off his horns and he's having a bad hair day, all right?
It's clearly
You should know about that, fluffy hair.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah, it's a goat who's having a bad hair day.
But the live action one, although being one of Disney's best live actions for sure, if not the best live action so far.
Cinderella was good, and I hate Cinderella.
Cinderella was the live action that you're talking about is the one with Rob Madden.
There's more than one?
There's a bunch of live action ones.
I don't know.
There's a bunch of
the newer old one.
It was made as like Disney's first attempt at a live action movie, like full length feature film.
Well, let's talk about the live action movie remakes that they've had made that aren't live action. If you make a movie, let's use Jungle Book, there's a human in Jungle Book, so whatever, that still counts. Let's use Lion King. It's not a live action movie. It's still animation. You just went from hand-drawn to computer. You can't call it live action. There's no actors in it. There's no people. And that annoys me.
I get why it annoys you. It is a legitimate thing.
It's just an animation.
I get why it annoys you. It is a legitimate thing.
But keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, so so Beauty and the Beast is definitely my Disney princess must watch. But I also really love Sleeping Beauty. I don't think it's a must watch,
Okay.
but it is one of the classical Disney films. My other must watch Disney movies.
You should already know these. I already know mine.
Ratatouille for Pixar is mine. That is my favorite Pixar movie. Despite the fact that I love all Pixar Disney movies.
I don't know. Brave is pretty good.
Well, it is very good, but still, no, Ratatouille.
I don't
is
know.
my
Well,
favorite.
you're into the whole cooking thing, so I don't. That's not my cup of tea.
That's true, but it's such a cute movie and it's so inspirational. Anyone can cook. My other must-watch Disney movies are Coco for a new movie.
Yeah, because you love crying.
Every time I cry, every time.
You were watching that like once a week at one point. That is a problem,
so
and that's not okay.
good. Why not?
Look,
It's so good.
it's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles good. That I came home from and watched every day from school.
It's
We
amazing.
I wore out that VHS quickly. Anyway, go ahead. What else?
The Lion King, the animated, not the live action.
Yeah.
Um,
What about the Lion Guard?
no. The TV show?
No, I think they're coming out. They have like straight to. There was a TV show, but then they had straight to DVD movies.
Are
or
you
something
sure
like
that wasn't just Lion King 2?
No. Lion King 1.5 was pretty good though. It was just Timon and Pumbaa.
It was just Timon and Pumbaa, but that's why it was so good. But the original Lion King, for sure. Aladdin.
Yeah, that was good.
And I actually really like the third Aladdin movie, The Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, because Robin Williams came back.
That, and it's like Aladdin's dad, and I really like that relationship. I don't know.
So what we're gathering is pretty much all the Disney movies are a must-watch for you.
No.
You're going through them all.
Not all of them. That might be it, though, for me. Aladdin, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and
I don't even have to look.
Ratatouille and Coco.
I don't even have to look, and you know what mine are.
I know what yours are. But before we get to yours,
Oh, wow. Rude.
My underrated Disney movie that everybody should at least watch once
Hercules.
is The Great Mouse Detective.
It's Hercules. That one did not get good.
People didn't like it.
I don't know why.
I don't understand. Hercules is amazing. It's not one of my must-watch, but it's definitely
Sword in the
amazing.
Stone is good too.
Sword in the Stone is good too. Is that what your must-watch?
No. No. Mine are much better than this. These are arguably, and I'm the only one arguing about this, the best Disney movies ever. The Rescuers Down Under and The Rescuers, but The Rescuers Down Under is so much better because it's down under. It's in Australia, and we all know everything's better in Australia if it's not trying to kill you. Oliver and Company. It's Billy Joel. It's Billy Joel.
Oliver and Company is a very underrated Disney movie.
Great songs.
The music is phenomenal.
Animation's good. Everything's good about
very
it.
Good. It's a great story. I do agree. The Oliver and Company is very underrated. It's not on my must-watch list, but it's definitely a great Disney movie.
And then I have a trio of ones that are coming out of left field that you won't even know about because they're not Disney. American Tail, Five-O Goes West, and Fern Gully.
Not Disney.
I don't care. They're considered Disney in my book. They're, was it Don Bluth animation, I believe? That man is a national treasure.
An American Tail is a very good movie. Not Disney, though.
It is.
Animated.
It's
not Disney.
In my heart of hearts, it's Disney. Well, fine. We'll just talk about Bambi 2. We'll just have we'll watch Bambi 2 and
do a live podcast of us watching Bambi 2.
That's okay. Next week, be prepared because we're going to watch Bambi 2 and podcast. Is there going to be any video? There is going to be no video. We're just going to watch it and make comments. Are you going to hear what the movie's about?
No.
Nope. It's just, we're going to have it playing on TV. Only we can hear it. And you're just going to have us making stupid remarks. And then you're going to be like, fuck this channel. Yeah. We're gone.
We're going to recommend that you watch Bambi 2 while listening to next week's show.
No, I want to keep the 3 listeners we have.
Yeah. But is that it for you? An American Tail is still not a Disney movie, but I understand why you like it so much. It is a great movie.
The most underrated Disney movies are The Rescuers. The Rescuers Down Under, and there's so many people who have never seen those or Oliver and Company,
Well,
and I don't understand it.
The Rescuers is boring. That's why.
You shut your mouth. I know what we're watching tonight.
We're not watching
We're
The
watching
Rescuers.
it. And Tremors. 'Cause you're making me watch. We had to play the stupid Ori game where there's graboids jumping out of every place. What?
Rescuers and Rescuers Down Under is boring. Sorry. The music's not good. The singing's not great.
The music's not good. There is no music.
The little girl sings in the first Rescuers
Not
movie.
the second one.
Oh.
You haven't even seen the second one. You can't even tell me what it's
It
about.
just makes it more boring.
Tell me
I know there's
what's
a
about.
boy, there's a seagull in it.
Yeah, there's a seagull. Okay.
I don't remember the rest of it. It's boring. I remember that the main mouse, who is Russian, the main female mouse falls in love with an is like flirting with an Australian mouse, and the other mouse gets jealous. I do remember Bernard.
Come on.
What's the female mouse's name?
I always get
is
it
it
wrong.
like Natalia or something?
I
like
always
that?
no.
Natasha.
It's something like I always get it
It's
wrong, but I
something-
always remember Bernard
It's
the way.
very something very.
Bernard. That's how she always says it.
It's very,
Bernard.
something very stereotypically Russian, and I remember that there's like this rugged, handsome Australian mouse that drives the seagull.
No, you're completely wrong. Drives the seagull? No, they rode on. Where's my pop vinyl of that?
Right there.
I don't know. You can see it.
Yeah.
Do you
they rode
see?
on the seagull with the
That's
sardine
both of them.
can. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So
He lassoed a snake, and they rode the snake. And it's a little weird that you just said the Australian mouse is rugged and handsome. You got something to tell me? You got a thing for cartoon Australian mice?
I got a thing for Australian accents. I assume I equate Australian accents with rugged, handsome men.
Okay,
Sorry.
so you got a thing for a mouse. Cool. Creepy.
Don't have a thing for that. But yeah, so like I remember those details. I just don't remember the story because I remember it being really boring.
Okay.
Just like the first Rescuers movie is really boring.
It's not. I can see the first movie being not up to snuff for you, but the second one is actually good. I watched it the other day. Like last week or something? You went somewhere or something, and I watched it. It holds up. All right, it holds up.
Okay, if you say so.
All right, so we're at we're already at like a little far along. So we're gonna wrap this up with a little commentary about things I've noticed and hated lately. So in Philadelphia, people cannot walk on sidewalks.
Oh,
You're
no,
from
never.
Philadelphia. I'm not. Explain why you can't walk on a goddamn sidewalk.
Well,
There's a sidewalk open. There's no one blocking your way. There's nothing stopping you from walking on the sidewalk. No, you have to walk in the middle of the road or on the side of the road where I'm driving, and I got to go around you. And you give me a look like it's my problem to solve. No, get your ass on the sidewalk and walk.
that's a great.
Waiting. Yeah.
Let me explain.
Explain.
First things first. Some places in Philadelphia there is no sidewalk.
No. We're not using that.
Other
There
than-
are if there's a sidewalk, you should walk on it. And if you're in a place that doesn't have a sidewalk and you go to a place that has a sidewalk, you should be like, "Oh my God, we're rich here. We got sidewalks. Walk on it."
Also, many places in Philadelphia, the sidewalk stinks. The concrete's coming up. There's lots of places to fall.
So are the roads.
Yeah, but not the side of the roads because nobody drives on them. That's where you walk. Duh.
Okay. That's your only explanation?
That is the only explanation I have. Yes.
Okay, so it's bad. You did not explain anything. Okay. So schools are closed.
Mm-hmm.
So on my way to work, I drive past like 2 schools. They still have the blinking lights because they're on a timer that blink and say drive 10 to 15 miles an hour. There is no school. Cops are not going to pull you over. There's no cops around. At this time, I don't even think cops are pulling people over to give them tickets normally. Like no one wants to do anything. So why are people still driving 10 miles an hour? Because they don't drive 10 miles an hour when the school is going on. They're choosing to do it right now when there is no school, and the world's just out to piss me off. That's what it is.
I think so too.
Like, if you're these same people, when school's back in session, if it ever gets back in session, they're like, oh, school's on. That means that 15 mile an hour sign means I can drive 15 miles an hour over 30.
I can't quite explain that to you. I think that people think that when those lights are on, that's when they're supposed to be driving that speed. And I can't explain why you think people don't do it. I think people do it when there is school. I think that the problem is that now you notice it more because there's less people on the road.
I
But
don't think so.
and when those lights are blinking and school is on, people are forced to do it because there's children everywhere. I mean,
They don't do it. What I'm saying now is they do it when there isn't school, and they don't do it when there is school.
I can't explain that to you. I think it's just that people see the lights blinking and they automatically think that they are supposed to drive 15 miles per hour. That's the only explanation I can truly give you.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't do that now. But I do see people that do that.
Okay. And one last thing. Compliments. I've never been one to take compliments. People give them to me very rarely. How do you deal with it? How do you take compliments well?
Depends. Depends.
You
on
like compliments.
It depends.
You crave compliments.
I crave approval and compliments like no other. But
If I'm getting approval, I'm doing something wrong.
why?
That's just how it is.
That's not true at all.
That is. I feel like it's something. I get paranoid. If someone gives me a compliment, I get paranoid.
I think that's just your paranoid personality. But
Maybe.
I only take compliments well when it's something that does nothing to do with inherent things that I have. I only take compliments.
What does that even mean?
Like, I can't take a good compliment about like my looks or how I am.
Hey,
dressed.
girl, you purty.
No, I'm not. But
Shut up.
Like
Smack.
that kind of compliment, I can't. Like, I'm not good at taking. Like, I just say thank you. I'm just like a person.
No,
that
like
if
on
you-
work. Like, no, I'm not talking about
On
that.
work?
No,
I
the millions of people that come up to me and be like, man, you are a sexy motherfucker. And I'm like, yeah, damn right I am. Those are different compliments, and I'm used to them.
course.
I'm talking about like work ethic, something you've done. No, I'm not talking about
I say-
superficial stuff.
I say thank you, and if I genuinely feel like I've worked hard on it, I appreciate it. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. I worked hard.
I always give a sarcastic comment. Like, oh my God, that's really good. I was like, nah, it's shit, but okay, cool. I don't know. I can't, like, I'm an artist, and
You're just,
in art school, my teachers hated me. I never got a compliment. They always told me I was doing something wrong. And I'm like, how am I doing something wrong? It's a drawing I did. I drew it the way I wanted to and did it the way I wanted to. How are you telling me I'm wrong?
I think your art school education has tainted you for compliments forever.
I'm not good with critiques.
You also think that your artwork stinks, and it definitely
Look,
doesn't. You do a great job.
Thank you, but no.
Yes.
They say the artist is
You
you're
are your
you're
greatest
yeah,
critic.
whatever. It's true. Like
It's
it's never good enough.
I just don't think you were ever conditioned to take compliments well.
How many art shows have I been involved in? Well, you probably don't know. I've been in some art shows and trying to sell stuff. How many things do you think I sold?
You did.
I sold a
so
statue
many.
to my mom.
You sold another art piece to a
I-
girl in Philadelphia.
I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I did. She was my only buyer.
Patron.
I did a
I
custom
mean,
piece for her.
I think.
And
your
I had
artwork's
some guy on a
good.
food truck buy a paint. Well, it was probably my fault. I did a painting of the chocolate chip cookie dancing with a glass of milk, and I thought that was adorable.
It was.
And he
so
finally bought
cute.
that. And at the art shows, people come up to me like, "Hey, oh man, you're selling that's cheap. That's an original, and you're selling it for like $30, $40." I'm like, the art show we went to last time, and I was like, yeah, I'm selling it for that much, and I guarantee you, no one's gonna buy it. And guess what? No one bought that shit. So
Listen, that
so
doesn't
yeah,
make
that's
your-
why.
That
That's,
doesn't make your art bad. That just makes people don't buy that much art. People don't buy that much art. Your art is good. I think that you just condition yourself
This-
to believe that
this
your art
this
isn't
is
good.
this is not the conversation we're having. I did not bring this up so you can give me compliments. The point of this conversation is that I don't take compliments.
I
So
think-
stop giving them.
I-
What I'm saying
well,
is,
you chose the wrong person to have this conversation with then because you know I'm going to
Shut
compliment
up.
you because I
That's
think
not
that you're
that's the
amazing
com-
and
Shut up.
talented.
You're wrong.
Yo, I'm not.
You have terrible taste. Don't now you're yelling in the mic. Now the whole sounds all screwy.
Okay, well, listen.
Look.
It's your fault.
Okay, so things we've learned. I don't take compliments well. You give them all the time, and if we do this podcast continuously, I just have to make you angry at the whole time. So your voice is high.
Yeah, there
You're
you
nice
go.
and loud.
There you go. That's what you need to make me angry, to make my voice loud.
I'm really good. I'll take that compliment. I'm really good
You
at
are
making you
good
angry.
at making me angry, so I mean, it's gonna be easy for you.